What is going on, peasants? My name is JB, and I am a day late on my week 9 team builder slash battle slash video for the BBL. This week we are taking on Khaled, aka Under the Radar, coach of the Maryland Torterrapins. Really cool to be able to play him. He's a pretty well-known name in the community, so definitely be sure to go check him out if you don't know who he is from my channel, or if you came to my channel from his. I definitely appreciate you checking me out, and that means a lot. So definitely should go check out Khaled. He's a good dude, like I said, if you don't know him. So, yeah, his link will be in the description down below. Sorry, I'm, like, quadruple tasking. Like, I have Showdown open. I got my 3DS recording software open so I can record this replay. I'm trying to get to the PC so I can open the video. I should have done these things beforehand. I should have done these things, like, 3 days ago. But I'm me, and I didn't. So, with that being said, first thing I want to do is I want to mention a few changes I made to my roster. Last week was the, or this week, whatever. Last week was the last chance before the end of the season to make transactions, and I wanted to make a few transactions. Thinking long-term, basically, was my thought process for making these trades. I'm thinking along the lines of I'm gonna have to play some certain teams in the playoffs, and I want to better prepare my team for, you know, these future other teams that I might have to play. So, with that being said, I dropped Mega Gallade, Komala, Vileplume, and Crustle, which was a total of 28 points, and I ended up picking up Terrakion, Mega Beedrill, and Quilladin for a total of 28 points. Some of you could probably guess why I made some of these transactions and what my thought process might have been. I'll go more in depth into that when the time feels right. But basically, Mega Gallade felt like, yeah, that's the big one, mainly, is Mega Gallade. Like, who drops a Mega Gallade, right? But I just felt like I wasn't getting enough value out of it to justify having a bad matchup in certain specific playoff matchups potentially. So I just really did not feel like Mega Gallade gave me the best bet to win a championship. Yes, it's a fantastic Pokemon. I just felt like Terrakion and Mega Beedrill provided more team support and more just overall better matchups versus people who are potential opponents down the line. Like, I'm thinking long term. I don't want to, like, put all my eggs in a basket and just throw everything out there without, you know, just giving everything away. I want to, like, try to, you know, not do that. And then I just picked up Quilladin because basically I dropped Spikes and a Grass type, so I picked up Spikes and a Grass type. I could have had Roselia or something like that, but honestly I just felt like Quilladin was a little bit better. And plus, if giving Quilladin, which is a 1-point mon, let me keep Walrein, so that's a plus. I get to keep Walrein. The only mon that I'm really, like I didn't want to drop, I didn't want to drop Crustle. That was the one mon that I wanted to try to keep. But I had to drop Crustle to get Mega Beef, which was the best Mega that I could have picked up with the points that I had. So, available to me that I, you know, wanted to pick up. So, yeah, we just went ahead and went with that. Again, wish I could have kept Crustle because I kind of really like Crustle, but it is what it is. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into this matchup. Kelly's team consists of the Mega Lucario, Alola Ninetales, Necrozma, Salamence, Porygon2, Manaphy, Whimsicott, Magmortar, Lantern, Mudsdale, the horse, and Lanoon. We love horses over in the Eat Squad, dude. You know, just horses are cool. But yeah, you can see just an incredibly, just terrifying team. Mega Lucario just gets kills. Same with, you know, Salamence. Manaphy can just set up a Tailglow and win a game. The Necrozma, Nanamon can just set up and win a game. Salamence can set up and win a game. So a lot of setup, and then just Mega Lucario to back it all up with Veil. So yeah, and then Memento options with stuff like Whimsicott. Lantern's annoying. Mudsdale is super annoying. It's one of the best ground types in the entire format. Do not at me. And then Lanoon is terrifying. We all know what Lanoon does, but you know, try to stop Lanoon, especially when you have a damn Memento mon into it. So yeah, very, very potent offensive team, and it's going to be a tough matchup. So let's go ahead and get into the squad that we are bringing. First off, we have, of course, our Terrakion with the Choice Scarf. These are Close Combat, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and X Scissor. Or, wait, no, I read that completely wrong. Close Combat, Stone Edge, X Scissor, and Iron Head, my bad. But we have 168 speed, which is for base 100s. So it'll outspeed, like, Manaphy. And if he wants to, you know, be a max speed Manaphy or a max speed Salamence, we'll outspeed that. And basically, it just sort of revenge kills everything on his team. That's sort of the plain and simple idea of it. Just the rest left into attack and bulk. Really, really simple set. We have Quilliam, the Quilladin. That is 100% a Diet Type nickname, so blame him for that. But we have Spikes, Poison Jab, Leech Seed, and Toxic. This thing actually eats hits relatively well from non-flying EMZ Salamence. I don't remember his users off the top of my head. I did when I played the game though, but I don't remember. I think I want to say it's Salamence and like Mortar or something like that. I don't remember, and I'm not gonna try to remember because I just don't. But anyway, Quilladin does a good job of like eating hits from stuff like mints. It can switch it. It's always a switch into Mudsdale. Jesus Christ. It's just a solid switch into things. Poison Jab is obviously nice for the Whimsicott, and then we have Spike Stack. He doesn't really have the best hazard removers. He does have mints as well as Whimsicott are his only hazard removers, so getting Spike Stack could be nice against a team like this. And we have Leech Seed to wear stuff like the Necrozma or Lantern or the Horse Down or P2, stuff like that. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory set. Gonna do some things. We also have Toxic for the Horse and the Porygon, and yeah, just Toxic shenanigans in general. Next up, we have Shitty Kitty with a Chople Berry. We got Taunt, Hidden Power, Fire, Knockoff, and Parting Shot. We were originally running Light Clay Snatch because I thought it would be fun to try to snatch a Veil, but I mean, Taunt just worked better because, that allowed me to, I don't know, free up 2 move slots and an item. So, Snatch was cool, but it wasn't like that good. So we have Taunt to prevent Veil, obviously, and we have Speed for Alola and Ninetales, and just Taunt in general is just nice against a team that is so reliant on setup with, Manaphy, Mints, all those sort of setup things. And we have Hidden Power Fire hits the most things. I was originally Hidden Power Steel with Snatch, but I decided to go Hidden Power Fire as it hits Lucario, it hits Whimsicott, it hits Ninetales still super effectively. So it hits 3 things as opposed to only hitting 1 thing, and not even killing because not even Technician HP still kills the damn Ninetales because, well, Persian sucks offensively. Great Supportmon! Can't kill a damn thing without a nasty plot though. Knockoff, basically just there to get rid of items, just nice support move, just click knockoff because it's knockoff. Then Parting Shot for Parting Shot shenanigans to prevent setup or, just pivot around, that sort of thing. Next up, we got Rotom Yeet with the Passion Berry. We got Overheat, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Defog. Very, self-explanatory set. We live 1 hit from Manaphy. It can either, kill it with T-Bolt if it's low, if it already had taken a previous hit, or, just do big damage with Thunderbolt. Basically, it's just there as a way to get damage off on Tailglow Manaphy so I can revenge kill it with Terrakion or Mega B. It's basically the idea there. And then we have Defog for rocks, and then we have Fizz to eat hits from Mints, to eat hits from Mega Lucario, to eat hits from everything else. So, yeah. That's pretty much that. Next up, we have Clockwork, the Celesteela with Wakanda. We have Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Energy Ball, and Superpower. Just 4 attacks, really weird set. We have really weird speeds here as well. I'll get to that in a second. But we have Wakanda with Fizz to eat a Thunder Punch from Mega Lucario. We eat close combat, so we take hits from everything else. But yeah, we needed to live that Thunder Punch from Mega Lucario, and I couldn't really come up with a better item. Leftovers was I didn't want to eat a Thunder Punch for nothing, so I decided to slap Wakanda on it. Is it the best item? Not really, Becky. Also, we can take a random Volt Switch from Frickin' Lantern or T-Volt from Porygon better. But I was really worried about Thunder Punch because it looked like a really good bring on paper against me because, it hits a lot of things. And it's Mega Lucario's best way to hit Celesteela for, respectable damage. Close combat does a lot. I guess I have the ability close combat, but I'm pretty sure I can live too. Anyway, the speed, we have 132 speed with a minus speed nature, which is 88, which I believe is just for Porygon 2, if I'm not mistaken. Oh god, I don't think that's for Porygon 2, because that's level 50. Once to 4 then. Well, we do outspeed uninvested Porygon 2, but what in the world is that for? Is that for Lantern? Did I honestly outspeed a Lantern? I outsped a Lantern. What the hell is wrong with me? But yeah, pretty self-explanatory for the rest of the stuff. Energy Ball, 2 KOs, Fist F Horse. Heavy Slam's nice for all the things. Earthquake is nice for all the things. And the Superpower, we have Earthquake and Superpower because I'm pretty sure Superpower guaranteed one-shot Mega Lucario, where Earthquake did not. So that's why we have both. Earthquake is also still nice for Lantern and Magmortar, so that's what we have. And then last but certainly not least, we have Michael with a B. I'll put the Vine so it makes sense. It didn't fit when we got to the game. I thought it would fit because Michael is 7 letters and then space. W is 8, 9. Okay, yeah, maybe I just miscounted. But it's Michael with a B. I'll put the Vine right here. So yeah, there's a Vine. That's what the nickname is. But we just have 4 attacks. Mega B with Knockoff, Poison Jab, U-Turn, and Joron. Pretty self-explanatory set. We have speed for Mega Lucario. No, that's for it's definitely for Whimsicott. So yeah, we have Sweet for Whimsicott, and we can just sort of, you know, click all the buttons with this guy and do just a big dick ton of damage, and that's pretty much the goal with this set. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the battle. I totally forgot to do the rest of the things I needed to do over here on the versus recorder, so let me go ahead and get into the big battle. Oh god, I can't spoil that yet. Oh god, can't spoil that yet. Oh Jesus, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. This is week 9. We can pretty much guarantee playoffs with this win, which is something worth mentioning, but we're not out of it by any means if we lose, so we definitely would like to win this game. You can see he ended up bringing the team that I should probably go over the 6 he ended up bringing. That would make sense. He ends up leading off with the horses. I lead off with the Alolan Persian, but we're going to stop this real quick so I can actually go over his team and, you know, look at it for 2 seconds before I just jump into the replay. He ended up bringing the horse, the Mega Lucario, the Veil, the Whimsicott, the P2, and the Necrozma. So he didn't bring Manaphy or the Mint, so he left some of his setup behind. He did bring a ton of fat, though, between Whimsicott, Necrozma, and P2, and the horse. So he literally just brought Veil plus a bunch of fat stuff to support Mega Lucario, which is kind of understandable in a way. So yeah, that's that. And let's go ahead and hop into the battle now. You can see he ended up leading off with the horse, as I decided to lead off with my Shitty Kitty. So Shitty Kitty faster than everything he brought besides the Whimsicott. I didn't really think he would want to lead with it, so that's why I decided to lead with Shitty Kitty. Also, you know, I'm a dark type, so I don't really care about Prankster. If he wants to Moonblast me turn 1, it doesn't matter. So he ends up leading off with the horse. So I'm just going to click Taunt here. I don't want him to get his rocks up because I have Taunt. Might as well click it, right? That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to taunt things, and the horse is just going to kick the air. You leave that air alone, horse. Oh, I should unmute the desktop audio. I almost forgot. I'm so good at things, but he's going to go for Earthquake, actually, which, as you can see, is going to do a respectable amount of damage, because I am, in fact, not the bulkiest of Shitty Kitties. So he's going to switch out, as I believe I just go for a Parting Shot on the Whimsicott. Whimsicott comes in, nice and Whimsicott, nice and Fairy type on the Dark type. I do click Parting Shot, lowering the Sting special attack, which is always lovely. Now, I could probably just bring in Mega Bee here, get a free Mega Evolve, and U-turn off. That would probably be a smart play. I'm assuming that's not the play I made because I'm me. Nope, I go into Quill-I-Am because I'm stupid. Definitely should have gone to Mega B and just got a free-ass Mega and U-turn. That would have made way too much sense. He's going to go for a U-turn of his own. You can see how little that did to my boy Quill-I-Am. I hate die. So he's going to go into not Firefox, which turns out to be the Ninetales. Do I get a Spike up here, or do I go for Leech Seed or Toxic or something? I don't really remember. You can see I do decide to go for a Toxic, and I land it on the Ninetales, which is lovely. You know, putting that thing on timer is always nice. He could have Heal Bell on this, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to catch something. Like, I was thinking the Necrozma would want to come in there for some reason. I don't really know what I was expecting, but, you know, Toxic was a fine play, but we were definitely switching out here because we do not want to take a freaking Blizzard to the mouth. He goes just straight for the Aurora Veils. I'll bring in my Rotom Heat. Don't need really Rotom Heat that much this game because he didn't bring the Manaphy. It's still nice to, you know, fire off a big hit on Mega Lucario, but we eat any Steel Stab or any priority move from Mega Lucario. I don't think we eat a Close Combat because, you know, Mega Lucario, but we are Max Fizz, so maybe we do. So we're just going to switch out the frickin' thing that is the Ninetales, not wanting to take an Overheat. As I just decided to defog the Veil away, I'm like, I'm not having this stinking Veil in my face. No. You don't need that. So he's just going to go into the horse. I'm going to defog that Veil. All nice and dandy. He's going to get the leftovers. So I'm just sitting here looking at a full HP horse. I kind of wanted to just go for an Overheat and do some big damage to this thing, but yeah, I don't really see this with. I can just bring in Celesteela against this thing. It's a pretty safe switch against Mudsdale. There's not a whole lot Mudsdale gets that hits Celesteela, so I thought it was pretty safe to, you know, just bring in old Sally against this thing. So I'm assuming I don't just click the Energy Ball. I probably do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just go for Energy Ball because of 2 hits. I go for Heavy Sun. I overpredict. Yep, that. I overpredict myself, overpredicting. So you're just going to stay in on the Heavy Sun because that does absolutely nothing because Mudsdale is in fact thick with like 14 Cs. And yeah, he's just going to roar me out as he gets the stamina boost, which is super annoying. And Michael with a... Yeah. is going to come on out, which is kind of annoying, but I can just Mega Evolve here. I can get a U-turn off. I'm just going to be giving him another stamina boost, but I do have a couple special attackers in the back that can do some damage to this thing, so I'm not too worried about it. I also have a Quill that can just come in and Toxic, so I'm not super scared of this thing just sitting in front of me. I think I have enough to deal with it between Toxic and Leech Seed. I think I can pretty effectively deal with this Pokemon. So he's gonna, you know, just stay in. I'm gonna U-turn out, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to Quillam. Yeah, get that Quillam in here. So he's just gonna get his rocks up, which, you know, is annoying. They're rocks. They're not the end of the world, but they are in fact annoying. Just get some nice leftovers. That U-turn did some nice Skylark damage, by the way. I love me for that meme. So he's gonna just switch out into the Ninetales again, as I'm pretty sure I messed up and clicked Toxic. Please tell me I didn't click Toxic. I'm pretty sure I clicked Toxic on the horse because I thought he would stay in and try to Toxic me. Yeah, I did. Ow, jeez, what are you doing past me? What are you doing? So, yeah, that's not exactly a great play there. So, not wanting to stay in and let that thing die, I'm just going to bring Rotom Yeet back out, as, you know, I do have Defog. I can Defog the Veil if he wants to go for that. I can also just Defog the rocks away, so I'm not too pressured to, you know, keep Rotom Heat at the most HP. It's doing what it needs to do, and it's just clicking Defog. So he's going to go for a Blizzard. You can see that does a decent amount of Rotom Yeet. That's a Fizz Def Rotom Yeet, and it still took that, you know, respectably well. So, I have a DM that I need to check. So he's going to bring in the Necrozma, and this is where I realize I did not prep for this bond very well. So, yeah, we're just going to defog the rocks away and get those off the field. I just realized this game was 44 turns, by the way, and it's almost 8 a.m. So, yeah, that's not good. That's no good for me. So, yeah, we're just going to Volt Switch out. And he's going to, just gonna bring in Quillam again, because my main way of beating this Necrozma is honestly Toxicking it. So he's gonna go for a Calm Mind, and yeah, about that. Let's just see what this is sort of gonna do. So, oh boy, whoa boy. +1 Necrozma, kind of just runs through my team. I'm super distracted because I had to read something and it sort of pissed me off, so that's my bad. So yeah, just gonna go for the Heat Wave and kill my poor Quilladin before I can get a Toxic off. I thought I could live one, but I did not live one. I lived a Photon Geyser, didn't live a Heat Wave. So that, yeah, that's just not good. I can freaking Michael with a B, and U-turn from Adamant Adaptability boosted Mega B is gonna do some damage. And yeah, that still does a very respectable amount of damage to this. Thank God he wasn't a weakness policy, or I just lost it there. I can bring in Shitty Kitty. Heat Wave does not kill me from this range, and Photon Geyser, of course, is unaffected. So Shitty Kitty is a safe-ish switch in, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a knockoff, try to get rid of this thing's item and maybe kill from that range. Of course I don't kill from that range. Shitty Kitty is not strong. I just go for a Moonlight. Yeah, you went for Moonlight. So we've seen this whole moveset. It's Calm Mind, Heat Wave, Photon Geyser, and Moonlight. So yeah, this thing is super annoying. I can go for a Taunt so we can't, you know, further set up or keep pressing the Moonlight button. So yeah, I'm gonna Taunt so we can't do that. He's gonna switch out, which so that does force the Necrozma out. That's a good thing. You bring in McGregor, which ends up being the Mega Lucario. That's a good name. that's a funny name. So yeah, I'm just gonna Parting Shot on the Lucario coming in, so that's fine. Lower that thing's attack, so it's, you know, only killing like 14 Shitty Kitties instead of, you know, the original 36. So we can just bring in a Force, and that's, you know, the main idea here is to just outspeed and just blow this thing sideways. He is probably gonna be able to predict that I am Scarf, so I decided to double out from into Clockwork on the Mudsdale wanting to come in on the Terrakion, and I get to play right. Actually, no, he goes into Whimsicott, so my bad. I mean, it's still a favorable matchup either way, so I pulled a decent double there, I like to think. So he just goes for a U-turn here, and I'm pretty sure this is when I click Energy Ball on the horse coming in. I think I made that play. I want to say I made that play. Oh no, he goes into the Necrozma, so I might have. Okay, I just clicked Heavy Slam. Okay, I'm pretty sure I make that play at some point when I Energy Ball the horse. But you can see that just does no damage because Necrozma is super thick. I'm pretty sure there's a Fist Stuff Necrozma too, which would make perfect sense. You know, Fist Stuff, Calm Mind is a set on most things that run Calm Mind. So he's gonna go for Moonlight, which is super annoying. Yeah, it's just a nice and HP recovery move, and yeah, I'm just sitting here with my Mega B wondering, wow, I gotta find a way to actually break this thing. You turn out, you can see it gets him down to 25%. but I really don't have anything else that can kill this, so I have to go into Shitty Kitty. Probably shouldn't have gone into Shitty Kitty there. Definitely should have gone into like Terrakion or something so I could have actually killed this monster. But no, I decided to go to Shitty Kitty, and I mean, Shitty Kitty sort of makes sense. I eat the Heat Wave and I can taunt, so he can't Moonlight. But I would have I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense because I was hoping he would have killed me, and then I could have gone back into Mega B. So I see where Past Me was coming from with that series of plays, but he just goes into the Whimsicott, which is annoying. So he's just gonna go for the old Moonblast, which will unfortunately finish off my Shitty Kitty. Yeah, Shitty Kitty, you did some things. Not really. We can bring in Mega B. And Mega B can just click a button against really anything. I'm pretty sure I just go for a U-turn, not expecting him to stay in as he goes for a Moonblast. Why is he faster? Oh, is he Scarf? He must have been a Scarf Whimsicott. Wow, that makes sense. But I can go for a Poison Jab, which will kill 62 Whimsicotts. No big deal. Yeah, that is, in fact, a dead-ass Whimsicott. We take those. For sure. Anyway, he just can get the Mega Lucario back in for free. And unfortunately, Drill Run does not kill. I need a little bit of chip for Drill Run to kill. But I think I just decided to stand and go for it as he does Mega Evolve. I can eat a Bullet Punch from this range. Barely, but I can't. I also eat an Extreme Speed if he wants to go for that. You can see he does whip out the Bullet Punch. And I'm pretty sure I live on like literally single digit HP. Yeah, I literally live on 2 HP, my god. I should have gone for Drill Run there, honestly. Just getting off more damage than U-turn would have. I mean, I guess I had a chance to miss, but you know, I do still have a chance to, you know, bring Mega Lucario back in, or Mega Beedrill back in later and do some damage or something. So I could just get in the Terrakion against the Lucario, as I did eat a Bullet Punch from full. I don't want to take a Bullet Punch from full, but I do decide to click close combat on the off chance he decides to give me the Lucario. Of course he does not. He goes into the Ninetales, which will blow this thing back with the close combat. Thankfully, so we don't have to worry about Veil for the rest of the game, and I get a defense drop, which will come into play because I'm stupid. I am completely and utterly not a smart person. He goes back into the Mega Lucario. Me being me, I'm like, oh hey, I can eat the Bullet Punch in full. Oh wait, I just clicked close combat the previous turn. I'm stupid. And I just let my Mega Lucario, or my Terrakion go down to the Mega Lucario. Yeah, I'm not even gonna play that off like I was, you know, trying to bluff or something. No, I just completely like neglected the fact that close combat gives me a defense drop. I'm just not a smart person. He's gonna switch out, I guess, fearing the Scarf. Rotom doesn't want to die to that, so yeah, he's just gonna go hard P2 as I overheat. Getting a little bit cute. I'm not really sure why I overheated there. Probably shouldn't have. Oh wait, rocks aren't up. That's why. Rocks do go up at some point. Spoiler alert. And that because we're Mega Beedrill, but we don't want to talk about that. I could just Volt Switch here on the stupid P2, which yeah, he played this Porygon perfectly, keeping it alive until this point in the game. So there's really nothing I can do to touch it. So he brings in the I can just bring in the Celesteal on the P2. I can go for a Tri-Attack. Thankfully I avoid status, so that's cool. We take those, and I'm pretty sure I'll fire off a Heavy Slam as it does the most damage to everything on his team. Actually, no, I decided to switch into the Rotom Heat. Okay, not really sure what that play was, but he switches as well. Okay, I know what that play was. That play was God tier. That's what that play was. He can just get in the horse, so that wasn't even a good play. I can't touch this thing, so I decided to go for Overheat to get some Skylark damage on this thing, which you can see it'll do some solid Skylark. Mudsdale not having the best recovery outside of leftovers and like rest if he wants to run that, so you know, we give him a nice stamina boost. It's not the end of the world, so you can just get his rockers up. That's fine. Yeah, that's really not fun because my Mega V is basically dead. Well, I mean, it is dead. It's at 2 HP. So I'm gonna have to find an opportunity to go for Defog again. I just decided to Defog right in this thing's face. So yeah, I didn't even need to find it. It was right there all along. It was right in front of you the whole time, self. So he just goes for a Roar, which is a solid play. Hopefully I get Celesteela. We get Celesteela on the Roar, boys. So that's actually pretty darn good for us. So we've taken a little bit of Skylark on our Sally, so we're sitting at like potentially Thunder Punch range. But I can just go for an Energy Ball, which will pick off the horse. You know, so long. Oh no, he lives on like 2 HP. I remember this. So this matters because he gets his rocks up again, and that will allow, you know, of course, him to kill my Mega Beedrill upon reentry, and I think Rotom Heat is in range. We'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go for another Energy Ball. Unfortunately, I barely missed out on that KO, just barely. I'm not even sure if it was a roll. That would depend on his invest whether or not it was a roll. But I'm assuming when you live on like literally single-digit HP, it's probably a roll. But yeah, we're gonna get a nice little beast boost there, so you can bring back into Celesteela. Yeah, where there's a Celesteela, there's a way. And his Necrozma, I realized I misspoke like halfway through that sentence, and I just tried to play it off like I'm, you know, a cool person who plays things off. But yeah, I completely missed that. But I'm just gonna go for Heavy Slam. And, you know, keep this thing in range. Hopefully I can bait him into clicking another Heat Wave or another Moonlight, because I want to try to get my, I think I have to try to get my Rotom in here so I can defog before I do anything else, because I need to keep this alive for, I think my play is to just hopefully kill this thing before he, like, kills me, basically, even with Moonlight. So I think my play is to like try to crit this and get a defense boost, so I definitely live the hit from Mega Lucario. But he's just gonna be able to chip me down enough to where this thing will, of course, just kill me. And yeah, there's really not a whole lot I can do. I did not do a good job of prepping around actually breaking a bulky Necrozma. I mean, I did. I brought, you know, Toxic on a couple things, and just unfortunately I let my Toxic Mons go down earlier than I should have, and yeah, it was just pretty not good. So he's gonna go for a Heat Wave, which I'm pretty sure will kill Celesteela. No, it barely misses on the KO. I can get off another Heavy Slam, which will not kill the Necrozma, which is, you know, fine. It is what it is. He can just Moonlight that damage off. He did message me saying he was gonna play for diff, which is I totally get. You know, it's towards the end of the regular season. You gotta just do what you gotta do to get that diff for playoffs. He was also trying to clinch, so understandable. I can understand, you know, clicking recovery and stalling out when you need to, you know, make playoffs. It's understandable. So that was you guys know what that was a reference to. I don't need to explain it. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep swimming Heavy Slam as he's gonna Moonlight off the damage. And yeah, he's just gonna, I'm pretty sure this turn he clicks Heat Wave because, you know, he's out of range of everything, or he does just Photon Guys just because he doesn't miss. Safe play. And my only hope here is that he chokes and doesn't click Bullet Punch against my Mega Lucario. So I'm gonna go into Rotom Heat first, and hopefully live Stealth Rock so I can defog for Mega Lucario, or Mega Beedrill, excuse me. There's so many Megas, so many words. Rotom Heat's also on 6 HP, so that's pretty funny. But I am able to get a defog off, which will at least allow my Mega Beedrill to have a chance. How much of a chance? Who knows? But yeah, he's gonna go for a Photon Geyser, which will, of course, you know, do at least 6 HP to Rotom Heat. I'm actually pretty sure that was a roll. I'll have to calc it, run some calculations. He might have had to been specs for that to kill. Who knows? But we can bring in Michael with the B with a clean 2 HP. I could just, you know, hope for the best, go for U-turn, which might kill this thing from this range. It doesn't kill. So he's just gonna get a Photon Geyser off and finish my poor team off. So yeah, that was just a really well played game. He definitely did a good job of playing his outs. I don't want to say I under prep for Necrozma, because I had stuff for Necrozma. My main thing was trying to Toxic it or wear it down with like Toxic Leech Seed. And he, you know, I didn't think he would run Heat Wave against a team that's not that weak to fire. My team's, I mean, it's kind of weak to fire. You know, it was a good set. There's not a whole lot I can say. But yeah, you know, Quilladin wasn't able to get a Toxic off on Necrozma, which is unfortunate. And Necrozma just sort of sat in front of my team and killed all the things. So yeah, that's just sort of the way the cookie crumbles, and that's kind of what Necrozma's job is in general. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this week. We are not locked out of playoffs. We still are very much alive in playoffs. It'll come down to last week where we can like guarantee our spot. I'm pretty sure we can still lose last week and make playoffs depending on other outcomes. But if we win, we 100% guarantee. I think we're still sitting at this point after this loss at like 4th or 5th, somewhere in that genital range, somewhere in that area. So yeah, we're still looking pretty good for playoffs. Just gonna need to win our last week to definitely clinch, and you know, there's still an offside chance that we can miss, but I will do my best to prevent that. But I want to thank you guys so much for checking this game out, and I will see you all in the 10th and final week of the regular season of the BBL. Thanks for watching. Bye.